Okay, here we are. Hello, I'm Mike. Welcome to the stream today. First of all, I wanna ask you if my microphone is right from the settings. I'm too loud, or am I too? I don't know. Is the audio great, or do you think we should pump up the volume or bring it down a little bit? Just write a short comment for that, please. Then I can adjust that you can hear me good. It's fine? Okay, perfect. Thanks for the feedback, Text will. Yeah, great to have you here. Today I will show you how to install a custom scenery in X-Plane 11 and how to do the Ortho4XP photo scenery, how to get that. A little bit louder, please. Okay, just a second. We do that for sure. I stopped the music as well. Is it good right now? You can hear me good? Should be louder right now. Just stop the music here. Okay, so there we are. We are in Greece today. The scenery I will show you is Crete, Crete on Germany, it's Crete. Heraklion Airport, which is basically here. There's a nice file on the .org homepage. You can download a lot of things on this homepage, explain.org, for free. It's basically the main gate to get all those freeware sceneries. This airport is a really nice approach as well. So as you can see, it's really basically as near as St. Martin in the Caribbean, near at the water. So this is also a nice approach for you. And we are here in X-Plane 11. This is what the scenery looks like if it's all installed. You see the airport here. This is basically you download only the runways and the apron and all the buildings there. And another thing, the ground where you see the grass and all the stuff here around the airport surface. This is Ortho4XP. So what you can see right now is it isn't always 100% accurate. Don't be too hard with that, because you will see, if we zoom in a little bit more, you see that maybe the taxiways on the photo here is a little bit offset to the right. It's like that. It depends on how exact the developer of the airport works. So yeah, it could be a little bit more accurate, but it's okay, it's freeware, so don't be too harsh with that. Yeah, so that is what it should look like. If we pan around, you can see also the border here. It's just right there. We have the border to another photo here, and if you look also further, no, you can't see it right now, but you can see a clearly border here, and as well as here. So yeah, that's the end of the photo scenery. You can't download all the world at once. It's just split it up in small tiles. They call it tiles. So yeah, let's go out of the X-Plane and start from a fresh custom X-Plane. Custom, I say, no, it's not a custom X-Plane, default X-Plane. So I just quit X-Plane and go to my, that's Amsterdam. I go to my desktop, and we have at first that you have to download this file here. There's a homepage, it's called explain.org, and there's a forum. There's of course a store where you can buy payware stuff, but also find a really huge amount of freeware scenery, and you have to register yourself there. It's really for free. Just create an account and you can browse through the forum. You can download your sceneries. It's a really nice thing, which for me this is a really good opportunity comparing to FSX. There are a lot of freeware as well. I don't want to judge these two simulators now, but this one is a really good entrance point for the whole freeware scenery. So if you download this file, for sure, I show you my download folder. It will appear here. It's LGIR. That's the code for the airport. TDG is the developer, like you can see here. TDG is a very good developer if it comes to Greece islands and stuff like that. So keep this user, keep an eye out of him, because he is doing great jobs. He has a lot of good sceneries for Greek islands. So I downloaded this file, and what you get is this LGIR zip file, which you can double click. Of course, it opens that. You need WinRAR or WinZip, stuff like that. And you have just one folder inside, which is named like the download file. You can double click on this. There are a lot of, no, it's not a lot, but there are subfolders and sub files and stuff like that, but we don't have to care about the this subfolders. It's just this folder for the airport. And as you can see, that's really if you don't read that, you will 100% surely not have the scenery installed correctly, because every freeware scenery, not every, but nearly everyone from the explain.org homepage needs libraries. Those libraries are libraries for developer, where you can grab already built buildings and cars and I don't know, something like this red white thing. I don't know the word for that right now. And you can grab every 3D model which you want to put inside your airport. So you don't have to build it for your own. You go to these libraries and you can develop an airport with ready built 3D objects. So to have these 3D objects inside Explain, you have to download these libraries as well. And if you want, I drop you the download links now in the chat from Twitch. Then you can really download this really easy. That's the airport. I've copied that all for you. So that's the first library. It's Open Scenery X, and keep in mind that nearly 90% of all those airports on this store, on this download page, explain.org, needs those libraries. There are a few basic ones, like the Open Scenery X library, the R2 library, the FF library. You always will read those libraries, so you have just basically install them one time, which is really easy and nothing special at all. The RU library is, for example, a Russian library which contains a lot of objects which at least looks like a Russian environment or something similar. So you just install them once and then you have it on your system, and you don't need to download it again and again. So that's really just for the first time. The links are here right now. You can save them and do the download later. You will see the video on demand, so you can just follow my steps afterwards and pause the video to do it step by step. So don't hesitate too much right now. Just watch it to get the flow, and then later you will do it really easy for your own. So okay, you have those links now. Let's go back to the download folder. Here's the file I opened, and I open on my explain basic folder here. There's my explain installation, and this on the left side here should really look the same at your installation direction. So yeah, you will find those things if you click on your installation path. So we have a folder here called custom scenery, and yes, you will guess it, this is a custom scenery. And I open it. It could be bigger than yours because I have a lot of things already installed there. And you find only folders except one text file, which is the configuration file for the custom scenery folder. This one is basically created by Explain, so don't worry, you don't have to get inside and type stuff and copy links and stuff like that. The only thing which you have to do is delete this file if you install new sceneries, I don't know, new things. You have to delete this file before you start up Explain. So we do a whole installation right now for this scenery. As you can guess, I downloaded these libraries you require yet. So Open Scenery X is already there. If not, you will only have to open it. You will drop it in this folder here. Just drag it and drop it in this custom scenery folder. It takes a few seconds and your library is inside here. The same thing goes for the airport. But maybe if you are inside the flight simulation world since a few years or months, you will know a flight simulator builds the world on 3 areas. You have the upper part, which is the airport, and the part underneath these airport files are the ground textures. So this is your auto file, your photo scenery file, which you get by Ortho4XP, and underneath there is a mesh which generates the high data, and yeah, we don't care about mesh right now. We just have on top of that, like that's the sorting inside the folder. That's because I write on small a before all those airports, because in this case, if you open the scenery config file, Explain does it by the alphabet. So all those files starting with A, which are airports, are on the top of my scenery configuration file, and all files which has to be down those airports, like Ortho4XP photo sceneries, are starting with a Z, or let's say C. No, it's not a C, it's a Z. So if you label that with a Z here, you will find those files also on the bottom of this file here. And this is really important for Explain. If you don't do that, then your scenery will not show up properly. So you will have, yeah, you won't see maybe the airport, you will see the default airport, you won't see the photo scenery. I don't know. Just keep in mind to label the airports as well as the photo sceneries with those letters in front. Ortho4XP, for example, does this automatically. You just have to write an A before the airport. As you can see, this airport is already here. I installed it. So it's, as I mentioned before, it's just drag and drop inside the custom scenery folder. Go on the right mouse and say, yeah, umbenennen is German, so just rename it. You name an A in front of all those things, press enter, and there you go. Your scenery is now, or your airport is now in the custom scenery folder. You have the right letter in front of your airport, and your libraries are there. For libraries, you don't have to do anything. Just drop them. Don't do a B, or you can do a B, so you have something like an order here. You have all your libraries starting with B. You can do that, but this is really absolutely unnecessary. So yeah, just drop the libraries and you're good to go. So be sure you have the airport inside and you have the library inside. So what I'm going to do right now is, yeah, we can delete the Ortho file and explain how it looks like, but I guess we skip this step because, yeah, why do that? Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And now comes a very small but very, very important step. Before you start explain again, delete this file. Delete it, really. Just hit delete, yep, and enter, and it's gone. This is important if you drop new sceneries here, because on the startup, from when you hit start explain, explain will scan this folder and will generate a new file, and you do that just to get the order right, and if you don't do that you won't see new sceneries. So just delete this file after you copied all your new sceneries. You delete the bottom text file and then you're good to go. You can start explain, and the scenery or your airport will show up if you go there. That's pretty much it for installing a custom scenery. I guess, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a second, guys. Yeah, right back. So it's nothing special there. I guess so. You know how to copy things with drag and drop. I guess you will. So don't worry about too much about that. Just keep in mind to delete the file on the bottom if you copy new scenery, and before you start your explain. Even please don't install scenery while explain is running. That won't work. Okay, so text will, I think, explain actually adds new scenery to the CFG file. No need to delete it. Yeah, that's basically true, because yeah, you're right. The explain scans this folder, but to get the sortation right, you know, to get the airports in the upper part and get the photos in the lower part of this file, this won't be done by explain. The sorting will be good if you label it with Z and A, and then yeah, if you generate a new file, the sorting will be correct. So you may be, yeah, you can try it without deleting. I just deleted it every time I do this here, and I never had problems, and it's really just for 1 second. So I recommend deleting it. You maybe won't delete it. You can give this a try. Maybe it works, of course. But my recommendation is to delete this file, because nothing special will happen. It's generated new, and the sortation is right. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the custom scenery. You see, it's nothing special here. The important stuff is to get, as mentioned before, those libraries, and then you are fine. So coming up to Ortho4XP right now, which is a little bit more tricky. So first of all, I drop you the download link, because don't download Ortho4XP from the org scenery. Please don't do that, because it should be an old file, I guess. I drop you the new download link in the chat right now, and download it from the Dropbox, because this Dropbox is from the developer of Ortho4XP. It's something like a beta, which the program looks totally the same as a non-beta, but it's maybe it's the latest file, so just work with that, and it's really good. So you download all these. Yeah, you can download it without being a member at Dropbox. Just hit download, and you will get the file. I show you how this looks if it's installed. There's my Ortho4XP folder, my root folder. And this comes, of course, if you unzip your downloaded zip file. Just you don't have to put this file in the same what's the word for that? Just forget it. You don't have to do it on the same hard disk like your explainers. You can do it on a bigger hard disk like my 3 terabyte thing here. So yeah, this is the main folder you will get then. And as you can see, there is no exe file where you can run the program. First thing you want to do is enter the bin folder. That's this one here, the second one. Double click it, and then here you will find the exe file, which is labeled as Ortho4XP version 1.20 beta, I guess. So I run it as an admin. So right click, als Administrator ausführen oder run as administrator. I just select that. And yeah, that's a very strange thing that Windows 10 is just making a small break here right now. It's not coming up straight. Just a second. Yeah, there it is. So yep. So this is Ortho4XP. Looks not so up to date at the first time. I know it looks like something which is built for a programmer, nothing to get a easy photo scenery, but this is really not so hard to do. It's yeah, it's not so hard. I will show you the all those steps and all those things you have to worry about first, and then we do a small tile. That's the name for the photo scenery you generate. So keep that in mind. This part here, if you click here on the top Earth tile map box, you can click it, and it will open something like a map, like Google Maps. Don't worry, you can't zoom, or I don't know how to zoom, but I don't figure it out yet. But it's okay. The tiles are big enough to no need for zoom here. So as you can see on Greece down here, I generated this tile. So what you will do is you will so let's do the Munich tile here. I just waited for this day to do it. So just double click it and hit hit the arrow above, caps lock, and it will line it yellow on the outer side and paint it with a few dots inside. So this tile is selected. You can select another tile. Don't do too much on one, because if you do too much, mostly the program will stop, because it's maybe the developers just don't developed it so far that you can do whole Germany in once. Just do tile after tile. You can hold caps lock and select more tiles, or deselect it again. So I will select just Munich, the Munich region, and if you click there on with your left mouse button, you can choose which one you want to preview. That's the really important thing. So let's say, is the airport here inside? I guess it's inside. So let's choose this one here. Those two are selected for download. This one with the yellow line is selected for preview. You have two windows open. You see, this is the tile window, which opens up if you click on this box. We leave it like that for a moment, just do nothing like selecting the tiles. Then we go back, and so this one is automatically filled up by the program, because that's the coordinates of the tiles. So coming to provider and zoom level right here, this is basically the provider which where Ortho4XP is downloading the photo scenery. That's BI, for example, is Bing. GO2 is Google. We have FR, which is, I don't know, maybe France. It's USA2. You can, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff here. My recommendation is leave it on BI. You can try everything basically. As a source, I can show you later an USA2 file in Greece again, which is really outstanding sharp and has nice colors. So if you look on, so let's leave that on Bing for right now, because if you maybe take Google, there are a lot of failures right now. So Google will block your IP address if you download too big amount of data, and then the program will stuck in the process and will not go further, and you won't even get the photo scenery. So I don't recommend Google at the time. USA2 is good, and Bing is also very good. Base source means the landscape, and sea source means everything where there's water, so lakes, the sea, rivers, and I tick there Google as well. But if you look on Google, I tick there Bing as well, but if you look at Google Maps, the Google water is really awesome. It is a good source for water. If the tile is not too big, it could work, but for this time I leave it on Bing. And now coming to the zoom level, this is also very important. We have a range from 11 to 19. Keep in mind that the zoom level is really, it depends how big your tile is going to be. For example, if you choose 18, this is a really, really huge tile then. Let's say it's around about 10 gigabyte big. If you choose 11, the tile is pretty small, the download will go very fast, but to be honest, 11 looks like shit. To be honest again, 16 is a good way to go if you download a big area. You know, I have the Alps done, as you can see here, just missing a few tiles. The Alps I've done in 16 because, okay, except Innsbruck, yeah, you just fly over it in a very high altitude. So 16 is very good to go. If you are just a GRA flyer, you go for a helicopter flight, then you will probably choose 17, because 17 is really, it's crisper than 16, and for the sea zoom level, I don't know, I just tried 16 and I'm good to go for that. So for Munich, because you know this is a city, I guess 17 will be good. And what you do next is just hit this button here, choose custom zoom level. So another window is opening up. That's pretty much your preview window for the tile you selected. You want to match the source here with the source you selected here. So this one here generates your preview picture, and here's you have a custom zoom level. Go for 11. 11 is good. So if you see, I click that. This is the source BI. Let's change it for USA2 and have a look on the picture. Yeah, you see the difference? Okay, it's not so big because Germany is not a dry country. If you make the change in Greece, maybe you can see green fields. Yeah, here's a good example for the difference. This is Google. This is way much more greener than the other ones. So I just tick BI again and I go for 12 now, and you see what happens. So it's a little bit nearer here. Hit the right mouse button and keep it hit to move your map. Where we are, there we are. That's Munich Airport. So to be honest, I take BI because what also can happen is that you have white fields here. That's the cloud problem. If you see white fields there, then you have to try another source starting here. Yeah, if you so you can just before you hit download, you can just control. If you take 10, it's zoomed out way more. So you have an overview, and there are no clouds over Munich in this BI source picture. So I'm good to go. If you see white clouds here, or maybe a brown field here and a green there, so they combine two different photos from different times, then it looks like crap inside the simulator. So be sure you have a clean photo, and that's the case here. So I'll go back to 12. If it's downloaded once, it will go very fast like that. Okay. So we have the Munich airport here, and the whole tile is now zoom level 17. I choose that before. And what I'm going to do now is inside this tile I'm creating, you can skip this for the first time, but for the second time you run your auto, you will try that. You can do a custom zoom level. So let's say I want to have this area here a little bit more crisp, more sharp than the surrounding areas here, for example. So if you come low in for an approach, the fields and roads and stuff like that is more sharp and not so washed out. So you can choose zoom level 18 and hit caps lock again. Once, twice, third and fourth, and you have your custom area with zoom level 18 around the airport right now here. You can hit save zone, and you see the approximately added size will be 0.3 gigabyte only for this thing. So imagine how big those photo scenery is going to be if you, let's say, do the whole Germany or I don't know, whole Italy and stuff like that in zoom level 18. You will need terabytes over terabytes. So that's, yeah, you can do that if you have time and if you have enough space. Feel free to do everything, but for me it's good to go right now. I figured out this one is good so far for me, so you can play around here with different zoom levels. For me it's okay now, so I hit save zone. That saves my zone here. And I go save and exit. That's one here. I hit it. Okay, it's saved now. Good. So we have our custom zoom level nearby the airport, and we have the whole tile selected. Please don't close this window here. We leave that like we left it a few minutes ago. So we come back here in a second. Back in the main program, we did everything here. Build vector data, please leave that on 0.01. That's pretty much default, nothing special here. Build base mesh, leave it on 3. You can increase or decrease this number. This decides, in my knowledge, how accurate the mesh is, but the developer just set it to a good default value of 3, so it's okay so far, I guess. You can, but feel free to take 5 or 2 or 1 to see what's the difference, but I guess 3 is really good. Then you have build tile. There are a lot of checkboxes. This is default. So I never changed everything except check again white textures. This is a built-in tool. If you don't have a look about the clouds, this program will have a look about that. But don't trust this thing, because every time I did that, the program stuck in downloading. I don't know, maybe they fix it, but so far I don't see a positive thing with this checkbox. So to avoid stucking in the download process, just untick this box, because if you have a look here in the preview, you are sure there are no white tiles, no white clouds, no white textures. So basically there is also no need to do that. You may try it, but I really recommend to uncheck this. This helped a lot of people in the past having problems with the program. So for the first time you may uncheck this, and you can check this again if you are a bit better in using this program. We have two values here, masks width and ratio water. Mask width means yeah, it's 8 meter, and every 8 meter it looks like if the program looks if there is a road, is there a tree, is there a, I don't know, a big house or a beach and stuff like that. So if you increase this, the detail of the builded overlay, which is the roads and all these autogen, will be not so good. If you decrease it, it will be more accurate, but it will take a lot longer. So this is also recommend to set on 8 for the first time, but if you're doing islands, for example, you can increase that, because also increase the ratio water, then you will get more photo scenery underwater, and the water looks like, if you have a look on Google Maps, you know, all those things here. I mean, this is not the best source, because look at this here. But this is only an example. To get these colors here and stuff like that around this island, therefore there is this checkbox with the value of 0.3. You can write there 0.5 to get more details from underwater, and you will get more of those riff looking things, and the water generated by X-Plane will not go so far to the coast. It will stop here, and you have a smoother transition from the water. So this is maybe not a good example, because there are, but you know what I mean. So yeah, you can play around with that, especially if you do islands. So, but we leave it on 0.3 for now. So we have our tile selected, we have our preview picture watched, we have our source selected, we have the zoom level set, we have also done a custom zoom level around the airport. We checked again white textures. We didn't change anything to this numbers here, we leave it like that. We have a last setup thing here called build overlays, and this is really important if you want to see houses, traffic, roads, lights, all those autogen. Trees is a little bit messed up right now. You will see trees, not every time, but I've seen trees on the roads, and yeah, this is not so accurate, but I guess it will be better and better all the time. So if you leave this here unchecked, you won't see anything with autogen. That's good if you have a very bad graphic card, then you have only the photoreal texture. But if you're flying with at a low altitude, I don't know, you will feel like you're flying in a bad country, because it's really flat then, and all those houses and the traffic, especially in the evening hours, makes a really unique experience. So I really recommend to build these overlays, and for that you have to tick here, just tick it, and immediately this will pop up. And I'm going back to the X-Plane. I'm going back basically to my desktop to show you where to go. Yeah, you have to select a special folder which comes with your X-Plane installation, so you don't have to download further stuff. Just select your X-Plane installation diary, and you go to Global Scenery. That's in the main folder, and you go to Global Scenery again, and don't go inside Earth Nav Data. Just stay one folder above this. So it's basically this folder here. You can see my installation path here, X-Plane 11, Global Scenery, and it's this folder. And now you take choose folder, and if I click it, it writes it inside there. And what this means is X-Plane, X-Plane delivers the OSM data. Where are the houses? Where are the streets? Where are everything above the ground? And Ortho4XP scans for sure this folder to get those informations according to the selected tile, and afterwards you will have yeah, basically 3D houses and traffic and roads above your photo scenery, and that is something which never worked with FSX. You can't combine 3D AutoGen with Photoreal scenery. At least you have to buy payware, okay, but if you install a photo scenery on FSX, there is no AutoGen above it, and in this version here you have all your AutoGen above your photo scenery, and that's pretty awesome. So that is what you have to set up first, and so you're really good to go. And to start it all, we're going back to the selected tile window, which is here. We have our red dotted 2 tiles here. So I download the region around Munich, and before you so we did nothing here so far. This is really default. And now you have to tick 2 other things, which is build masks and build overlay. Overlay is according to this one we discussed right now with the roads and the AutoGen. That's called overlay. So just tick the build masks and build overlay things. And yeah, that's pretty much good to go right now. We are ready to click on batch build. As I'm streaming right now, I will see what happens, because it could be a little hard on my internet connection, but we will see what happens. So I click batch build, and that starts the whole process. Batch build, and now I'm going back to the main window, and you see you have some text here, and it says building USM and patch data for tile, blah blah blah, downloading airport water. It's pretty much automatic right now, so it's downloading OSM data, where are airports, where are everything. You see here's also yeah, it starts with another tile. There's no Munich airport, there are other airports around Munich, so Straubing and Landshut, for example. So this one is really important for the overlay. Yeah, this I think it's a little slow right now because I'm streaming, but normally I download my tiles during the night, and yeah, what happens right now, we skip that, or we let do it this on the back. I show you how to install it then. Yeah, this just, you will see a very long list with a lot of informations here on the end of this process. There will be, yeah, ended up, and a small message will appear here that you are ready to go. There are not only one step there, I guess it's 3 steps. It's downloading OSM data, building meshes, downloading the photo, scenery, and the last step is building overlays. So if you read down here, independent step, building overlays, and there is an exit sorry, not an exit, a finish message on the bottom, then you're ready to put those photo scenery into your simulator, and that's what we are going to do right now to show you how to install it. So just tick that away. Yeah, this is also auto, don't close that, this is also running in the background. So yeah, just going, if you're wondering, this is in Havana for sure. So you have your, I want to just show you how to do it from the very first moment. So there's my Explain 11 folder. We have here the root folder, and I go to my Ortho4XP folder, which is basically, just a second, that you can see this proper. Nope, I don't want to do that. Yep, okay. Yeah, here's my Ortho4XP folder. Okay, that's the Ortho root folder on the right, and that's the Explain 11 folder on the left. So, as you can see, you may have seen that there is a folder called tiles. Inside this folder, you will find basically all your tiles. So, you see that? this is the geographical order where the tile is. Basically, you can also rename it. I just write the name after this 008, so you see which area that is. So you may do that if you like, and you can also sort it by the date, so you see what the latest file is, and you see also my just downloading tile is already here. It starts to create a folder. So there you will find all your tiles. I guess your folder will be empty, or at least have the selected tiles inside. The first thing you do is drag and drop again. You drag, this is my tile I just generated shortly before the stream. It's only zoom level 16, so that's why Heraklion Airport looked maybe a little bit unsharp, but the download is very fast with zoom level 16. So just drop it into your custom scenery folder. Yeah, I have it inside there, so I no need to drop it again. And you see these sets. The set before the ortho is already generated by Ortho4XP, so you don't have to rename it, and you will find your Ortho4XP file again there. And that's the photo scenery. Now we want to have the autogen. The autogen is not inside this folder. It's not all in one folder. Ortho4XP splits the informations. We have the information for the ground texture, that's the photo scenery here inside this folder. And if you go back, you will find in the main folder, you will find a subfolder called Ortho4XP overlays, which doesn't start with set. It's for setting above. It's on, I don't know, epsilon. Yeah, no, yeah. I guess it's epsilon. So here you have, this is just one folder. If you look inside, there is Earth nav data, and you have I don't know, this is maybe for regions. If you have a look for 4D, there are a lot of different 4Ds information. So this is according to the tile 44006, there is the overlay. According to the tile 47007, you know, there's the overlay. So it's just one folder, and what you are going to do is dropping this folder also completely inside your custom scenery folder here in Explain. And what happens then is your overlays are really above those photos. So that's like the simulator builds the scenery. You have the photos on the ground, then the overlays with the houses, roads and traffics comes above the ground photos, and above this comes your airport, like the Greek airport here we had before. So keep in mind that you have to change this folder every time you generate new tiles. So just basically delete the overlay folder and drop the new ones again here inside your custom scenery folder, because otherwise you won't see autogen and 3D objects at all over your new photo scenery. So that's the two things you have to do. Jump inside the tiles folder, drop your new tile inside custom scenery, drop the overlay folder inside your custom scenery, and you're good to go. But don't forget, here is it deleted right now, but please delete the text file before you start up Explain again to get the right citation. Yep, so basically that is all to get your scenery looking very realistic and good. And I just promised you I show you another photo scenery generated by Ortho, but with no Bing source. It's USA2, which I had a little issues to download files because it's not so fast, and yeah, I don't know. It felt a bit strange because it stopped a few times, so I have to re-download it. But the the end result is pretty outstanding. It's super crisp, it's super nice, and I have a new graphic card since a few days, the 1060 overclocked version with 6 gigabyte of RAM, and for sure this was a very good big boost. I had the GTX 77 with 2 gigs before, and this was okay, but the new one is really good. So I show you this USA 2 files in a second. Just a second, please. Yeah, if you're wondering about my PC specs, I have an i7 2700K or 27K, which is overclocked to 4.2 gigahertz and 16 gigs of RAM, and a 1060 6 gigabyte graphic card, which is absolutely amazing, I have to say. It's really like that. Yeah, if you want to see, I don't know, let's take the Twin Otter. I guess it's good to go with the Twin Otter. Yeah, moin Freddy, Germany 78. Moin moin, servus. So yeah, basically, when it comes to photo scenery like Ortho4XP, and you wanna load big amounts of autogen, you really need a lot of gigabytes inside your GPU. So you for sure can go for the 1070 if you have 8 gigabytes of RAM there, and the more photo scenery you load, the more memory you need. So my 1060, I have Spain UHD Photoreal scenery, which is a freeware project. You can download Google Spain UHD for X-Plane, and this one is a really outstanding photo scenery. Especially the Canarian Islands are looking that good. Holy moly, please go for that. I drop you the link in a second if you want. So I have 80% to 90% maxed out memory at my 1060, but the processor is even at 30 to 50%. It's pretty boring for the graphic card. So we are at Kalamata right now. This is the RW Design Twin Otter, which is actually a long nose version. I don't like that long nose version. Well, I like it, I guess. So since I have this one here, it's a really good model to learn flying. It's you can really fly inside some tricky areas like Indonesia. If you know Susi Air, that's a small airline in Indonesia. They're doing a lot of backcountry flying at small tricky airstrips. There's an internet episode about that. It's called, it's an English television series, I guess. It's called The Worst Place Being a Pilot. And this is about the Susi Air guys, which are flying on absolutely outstanding places. So be sure you follow that, because the good thing is there is a guy who built all those 30 airstrips in Indonesia, according to this scenery, according to the sceneries in the television soap. So that's a really awesome project. So going up now, we need a little bit of height. So yep, I guess that's good enough. So yeah, be sure if you like backcountry flying, download yourself the Susi package from xplane.org. This is an outstanding tool for for flying in backcountry in Indonesia. If you like that, you will be really happy with that. So that is my photo scenery created with the source of USA 2. I I experienced a lot of different looking ground textures according to the source we are selecting inside Ortho4XP. For example, Bing really looked absolutely brownish. So as I'm traveling to Greece every year, I know this region very, very good, and for sure it's not so green right now. Yeah, right now it is so green, but if you're flying there in summer, it's more or less all brown, and yeah, you have to get a feeling which one you like more. So feel free to try more sources. Yeah, because you will have clouds on it sometimes. You will have way too much green fields. You will have way too much brown fields. So look at this. This is my photo scenery. There you have these roads, which are basically all those informations are inside the overlay folder. And the airport here is also it's Kalamata. Kalamata Airport, you know that for sure if you like olives. You see as well, as I mentioned before, there are a few slightly offs here. You can see the picture from the Ortho4XP USA 2 source is a little bit off to the left, and the taxiway is not very accurate. That is because the developer of this airport used maybe another ground photo to place the runway. So if he used the USA 2 file, this should be more correctly placed. If he maybe used, let's say, Google, and yeah, then we have a little bit off here, so it's not 100% accurate. But hey, of course I can deal with that, because looking at this scenery here, this is pretty much amazing. You have to pay nothing than your internet connection. The airport here is for free. This one is pretty much a default airport, by the way. The autogen is generated automatically. The photo is for free, so everything is for free basically. Yeah, I stopped Ortho4XP downloading right now. I exit the program. So yeah, to be honest, look at this. This is really, really outstanding. Even is there a warship? What the hell? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a warship, man. Okay, great. So if you think about the good old times where you have to pay 20 bucks for something like that, this one is for free now. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much the basic thing. Oh, for example, you have this one here. You will see in the preview. If you click preview, maybe I didn't do that, but I don't know. Yeah, this one right should be explain default, and this is the ortho photo. If you zoom in on a photo, it's not so nice then, but if you have a little more distance, it will look very sharp and very good. So if you zoom in, maybe the default looks better because the resolution is higher, but if you zoom out, and that's mainly my thing, you will see a really nice shape of the mountains here. And that's pretty much it for installing Ortho. And yeah, the last thing I can show you is how the Canarian Islands look like with Ortho. Or I don't know if they created with Ortho. They did a photo scenery. That's the last thing I show you for today. You can download this for free. It's not so big, but they did all those overlays for you, so you have just to drop one folder. It's a Spain UHD, and as this is loading here, I drop you the link in the chat. Basically it's like that here. Just copy that, and there you go. So there's the link for you. You can download that and you can try out everything which is in Spain in Photoreal. This is really you can translate the homepage, so you don't have to learn Spanish first. And if you go to downloads, you will see this is covering Portugal as well. You have Mallorca, Ibiza, you have the Canarian Islands. You can download the coastlines, which doing the water for the 20 to 50 meters inside the water, I guess. And please check out Tenerife or something like that. Have a look on this, guys. What do you think? Isn't that outstanding? I guess this is one of the best sceneries I've ever looked for. Look at this, man. This is Tenerife. So this is the North Airport. Approaching this airport is so nice. This is really a piece of art. Changing the time right now. Yeah, that's too fast. But yeah, we have to do a little trick for the weather because you don't see so much. So just, yep, it's a little bit better right now. So to be honest, this one looks really awesome. Just be sure you're flying there. Try out Spain UHD as well because this is really a piece of art. So if you have any questions, just let me know that in the chat in the chat box right now because I will try to answer that right now. But I guess it's pretty much it for today if it comes to installing Ortho4XP in custom scenery. And then, yeah, you have to try it for your own and see what with which result you're ending. But it's not too hard, so just try out a little bit. It could happen that Ortho4XP stops, so yeah, I don't know. You have it happened to me. I selected 10 tiles, it downloaded 3 and stopped. So yeah, just start Ortho4XP again, and you will see the tiles on the map you have downloaded, and you can just select the next tile nearby. So yeah. Looks nice, yeah, Selma 109. It looks really nice. It's an outstanding scenery, the whole Spain scenery. So if you click on my picture below in this channel, you can see an approach on my YouTube channel. So I guess there are no more questions so far as I look at the chat right now. Feel free to subscribe if you like what you see. I will do another tutorial for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I will do flights for sure. I hope you enjoyed everything you saw right now. Yeah, I will stay on for another few minutes if you have questions or want to know anything about this scenery stuff. So just let me know if you want to know something or have other questions about explain hardware, software. I don't know, just ask. And if not, I say thank you for tuning in. Just leave a subscription or a follow. It's my second stream here. I don't know how those Twitch guys call that. I guess it's following. It would be nice. I am not a regular streamer. I'm not having a schedule where I have daily flights or stuff like that. You know, you have Matt Davis for that. But we can do a German stream as well. So I will upload this video as well on my YouTube channel. If you want to have a step-by-step installation guide, you can watch this step-by-step. And it's on demand 40 days on Twitch, so feel free to have a look around again and watch the video again. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I say thanks for tuning in, and yeah. Hello Mike, thanks for streaming, but I started at 5 a.m. here. will catch video later on the VOD, video on demand, if you leave it up. Yeah, Hawkfish 3, I will leave that up for sure. You can see it, and Selma, a little bit scaring for a beginner. Yeah, it depends a little bit how, yeah, how, I don't know, how fit you are if it comes to programs which looks like Ortho, because it's not so easy. It's not a very modern user interface. Just click and select the tile, and everything is totally automatic. But I give you, I bet if you take the 1 hour or two and try experimenting with Ortho, you will have good results, because everything you have to do is just set the source and the settings right. The other thing is just going in the background, downloading and creating the scenery, and you only have to to copy this one into your custom scenery folder, and come on, it's not that hard. It looks hard, yeah. It is also a 1 hour video right now where everybody thinks, oh my god. But yeah, I'm sure you will do that job very good. And thanks for watching, guys. The stream was good, Selma109. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate that, because I was thinking, should I do a stream? There are a lot of questions on Facebook in the Explain 11 group, and I think if you have one video where you can follow this through step by step, you will really have a good guideline to install your scenery, and you will end up with a very good result, and you will be happy, and I am sure you will do that. So don't scare yourself too much, man. Okay, thanks a lot, man. I think that's it for today. I think that's it. So yeah, feel free to follow me on Twitch and watch my videos on YouTube if you like to. Otherwise, we see us in the Facebook group, or you can follow me here. So I say thanks, guys, for following me and for watching this video, this tutorial. Yeah, enjoy your Sunday. Happy landings. Bye bye.